Hello everyone, so welcome to Marching Fundamentals. We're going to cover a few of the key concepts that you guys are going to need to know before we can really start going on the move and doing full-on marching band routines. So the first thing I want to talk about right now before we do anything else is talk about your posture and about lifting up, looking really presentable and really professional when we go on the move and when we're presenting ourselves in front of people. So the first thing I want you guys to think about is your posture, lifting up like you have a string, lifting up your body, lifting up off the hips, staying nice and straight, having your back nice and straight, lifting your neck off of your shoulders, relaxing the shoulders. One thing you guys can do to practice this is find a nice solid back wall, go up against the wall, put your ankles up against the wall, and just put your back up against it and try and make yourself as straight as possible, making your neck nice and lifted, lifting up off the hips again, really focusing on making that back nice and straight. Something else I want you guys to think about is rolling those hips in just a little bit, okay? Get your back nice and flat up against the wall, okay? And when you feel comfortable, roll those shoulders back. Perfect posture. Now, when you feel comfortable like this, when you get used to feeling this, I want you to go ahead and step forward about one step away. Take your feet, put them about 45 degrees apart, like you can put somebody else's foot in the middle of them. Stand back up straight again, and feel that good posture. Roll the shoulders back, keep the hips nice and lifted, keep the neck nice and lifted up. See how I look right now? Really nice and lifted, nice and straight back, nice and relaxed. There's nothing tense like this, nothing slouched like this. I'm nice and lifted up. Right. The chin is going to come up slightly above the horizon. You're going to look just above the horizon. Eyes aren't wandering. You're not going to be fidgeting around when you're in marching band. Nobody moves. Everybody's completely still. You're focusing on staying completely disciplined and being one completely quiet, disciplined, perfect unit. So everyone stays nice and still. So go ahead and work on that. I'll be back in a few moments. All right, so now that we've covered the parade rest, always working on that posture up against that wall. Okay, stepping out, lifting up off the hips, lifting the neck nice and high. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come to attention. When you come to attention, you take your left foot, bring it into the right foot. Okay? My upper body is going to bring the horn up to eye level. Okay? With the exception of the saxophones you're going to be resting like this. You're going to bring the horn down. You're going to have your right hand on top, left hand on bottom. Come back to parade rest. Now, same thing with the percussion. You're going to have your sticks behind you, relaxing like this. Attention, sticks come in front. Okay? So watch that come to attention. It's going to be on 1. You count a full measure of 4, then you come to attention on 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? So watch the command one more time. Band. 10. Hut. 1. Watch how I freeze. Watch how great my form is. My arm. 45 degrees. Mouthpiece is at eye level. Always concentrating on that posture. Staying nice and still, eyes just above the horizon. Doesn't matter where your horn is. Okay? I'll be back in just a moment and I'm going to show you horns up and horns down. So the next thing that we're going to cover now, I'm going to go ahead and turn the metronome off for a second, is actually doing the horns up. Okay, and when you do this slow, first thing I want to talk about is actually trumpets. You hold your trumpets kind of like this. So take your first and second fingers and your third and fourth fingers, just like that, and split it across the top like that. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay? When you come down when your horn's down, your hand's actually going to come out like this and go out in front. The reason why, it makes your wrist look a little bit better, and it's actually a little bit better for your wrist. It's not going to hurt your wrist to go down like this, and it's not going to look all awkward. So, the rest of the instruments, do whatever feels comfortable right now, and we can fix you when we get to the first band camp. Okay? So, but for now, go ahead and have that hand right out there. Every other instrument, do whatever feels comfortable, and do whatever looks right for you, okay? When you go horns up, it's going to be in 1 count once again, okay? Horn comes up in 1 count, and then you put it against the face. Don't try and get it right up your face on the first count. You'll hurt yourself. So when you go up, pop it up, then put it on your face. Okay? Because you're going to make it really fast. This is going to be in 1 count. Watch how fast I can do this. Okay? And then you adjust. Back down, up. And I'm almost catching this with my fingers right now. As I come back down, watch again. Up. Saxophones, same thing. Up. One count. Nice and stiff. Okay? Stiff but yet relaxed. All the muscles are staying nice and relaxed, but you flex. Think about flexing. Think about squeezing when you make that horn go up. Squeeze. I'm squeezing for my pectorals, squeezing for my arms to make that horn go up nice and fast. I'm almost pushing it up. Push. Okay? When you go back down, down. No body movement except for the arms and that slight flex when you go up. Okay? So the next thing I want you guys to do is to do this in time. The command will be ready, horns up, 1. Okay? So watch me do it. Practice it with me a couple times. Ready, horns up, 1. Ready, horns down, 1. Ready, horns up, 1. Ready, horns down, 1. Ready, horns up, 1. Ready, horns down, 1. Something else I want you to focus on now, when you get those horns up, make sure that your horn is nice and above the horizon. It's not going to be up here, it's not going to be down here. What I want you to do is have it put it exactly straight in front of you and then lift it up just a little bit. Okay, and when you're lifting it up, don't lift it up from your neck like this. Lift it up with your whole shoulders. Okay, think about your shoulders lifting it up. Your neck is lifting just slightly, but you're not bending it like that. Lifting your whole upper body up. Lifting your up off your hips. Staying nice and flexed, perfect posture. When you go back down, just like attention. Back down to the parade rest. Okay, and I'll be right back in a few moments and we'll work on